Just looking at this incredibly complex equation, and particularly within Islam itself, where you've got the schism between Shia and Sunni Muslims, and on the Shia side, you've got this power emerging of Iran. And the big question mark that a lot of people have now, since we have a nuclear peace deal the United States, Obama, struck with Iran, is whether Trump will be persuaded by Israel to drop that deal. What do you think? Do you think he would?
I wouldn't want to speculate on that. I'm sure there are concerns in our part of the world. And as you said, we do have some countries that have this Shia-Sunni tension. That's the least thing that we want now is an interreligious war. We have our problem inside of Sunni Islam, which is what we call the Khawarij, the outlaws of Islam. These are the perpetrators that have done criminal acts in my country, in Europe, in yours. This is the franchise that we're dealing with. A Shia-Sunni conflict inside of the Middle East is opening Pandora's box. I mean, the fault line between Shiaism and Sunnism goes from, Beirut to Bombay. So that's one last thing that we need. At this point, we need to concentrate against what we call the Khawarij, the outlaws of Islam.
Do you think it's important that the United States, and it'll be in the hands of Congress as well as the President, keep a hold of that nuclear deal with Iran? Would it upset the balance of power if the Americans decided, urged by the Israelis, to drop it?
Well, Iran has been responsible in inciting sectarian conflict in our area. And again, when you look at the Iranians, they have several cards that they play. So one of them is the nuclear card. One of them is the card that I just mentioned. They do support organizations that sometimes are considered terrorist in nature. So I think when you look at Iran, you have to look at it in its totality. And again, it's too early for us to understand where the new American policy is going to be on that. Yeah. Everybody's going to have their opinion, but I think we've got to keep it in the bigger picture aspect of things.